CNG rejects call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The coalition of northern group CNG has kicked against the renewed call for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Spokesperson of the group, Abdul Aziz Suleiman, in a statement said the call for Kanu's release without trial by Igbo leaders and group have grown louder since the February 25th presidential election. The Northern Group pointed out that groups such as Nnamdi have joined in the campaign of blackmail using Kanu's release as precondition for Igbo cooperation with the incoming Tinubu administration, which they never voted for and are in no way material to its victory at the poll. To this end, the group therefore condemned the renewed call for the undue termination of the trial of Kanu by Nnamdi and other Igbo leaders and group, describing it as an insane, unreasonable, unwarranted, thoughtless, and unrealistic. It reiterated its call on the federal authorities to disregard such unpatriotic calls and remain resolute in seeing the prosecution of Kanu to its logical conclusion so as not to beset the bad precedent of regional leaders interfering with the cause of justice. The CNG alerted the incoming administration on the dangers of failing for the antics aimed at causing mishaps and unnecessary devastation and driving Nigeria over the brink into a catastrophe. It added, instead, the president should remain resolute in ensuring the diligent prosecution of Kanu, his sponsors, backers, and collaborators in the heinous crime against Nigeria state and innocent Nigerian citizens, in order to prevent a descent into anarchy at this day and age, and to forestall mass killing, untold suffering, and atrocities. The federal government must not accede to the current pressure by Nnamdi and its ilk to secure the unconditional release of the leader of a group that has been duly proscribed as terrorist. Kanu was first arrested in 2015 but was granted bail in April 2017. He fled the country after an invasion of his home in Afaruku near Umuahia, Abia State by the Nigerian military in September of that year. He was rearrested in Kenya and brought back to Nigeria in June 2021, about 4 years after he fled the country. My people, you people have seen what is currently happening in Nigeria. The CNG, this is this group. They are the northern group groups, the coalition of northern groups, and they have said that the incoming government should not give heed to the call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The other time Governor Soludo of Anambra State asked the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu to him, and he will be accountable for Nnamdi Kanu's whereabouts. But since that time, nothing has been done. The federal government has not made any comment. Neither, have they decided to do anything with regards to that. And now, this northern coalition of northern group has also, called on the federal government not to heed to such a request, and also the Nnamdi in general has also pleaded with the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu. And also, but what is surprising from a coalition of northern group is that they said that Nnamdi started making this new request immediately after the 25th general election, that they want to make it as if they are giving the incoming government condition of partnering with them, that they are making requests from a government they never voted for. How will that government work for them? So I want to ask, is it a force to vote for a particular government or for a particular candidate? Candidate is being voted by conviction. If you are convinced about a particular candidate and you feel that that is your candidate, you vote for the person. And how democratic government works is that whosoever votes for who, after the election, everybody comes together to start building the government. So why are these people now saying that Ndi Igbo never voted for Tinubu? Why would they be making requests for Tinubu? So does it mean that on May 29th, when Tinubu will be inaugurated into the office, when he will assume the office of the commander-in-chief of armed forces and president of Nigeria, that he will not also work in the favor of Ndi Igbo, or that Ndi Igbo will be sidelined? I think these people, if they are making this statement, they should be patriotic in their statement, also be democratic in their statement, because the Ndi Igbo in question, they are also part of Nigeria. That majority of Ndi Igbo did not vote for Tinubu does not mean that there are not some Ndi Igbos that did not vote for Tinubu. For example, state like Imo State are fighting tooth and nail, making APC to get position, whether by hook or by crook. So I don't know why this coalition of Northern Group should now be focusing on Igbos. What has this Ndi Igbo done to them? Now Lagos State, the Yorubans also in Lagos State are firing at the Igbos. Their shops are being burned down. Their business are being closed up. The other time, the local government chairman in Ijesha commanded that the market should not be open, and these people, their market was closed down for a whole day without giving them any reason of closing that market, just because you are a local government chairman, you are manning a particular local government, and you have the effrontery to give order that the market be closed. These people also that are suffering all these things are also citizens of Nigeria. And when it comes to voting, it was not only Ndi Igbo that voted for Peter Obi. Many people voted for Peter Obi, many Nigerians from south, east, southwest, all the geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Many people voted for Peter Obi. Even in the Federal Capital Territory, Peter Obi, won in the Federal Capital Territory, won in Lagos State. So why is everything now Ndi Igbo, Ndi Igbo, Ndi Igbo, Ndi Igbo, Ndi Igbo? I think if people are looking for what is called hate speech, I think that this is part of hate speech. If Ndi Igbo could be put on one side, when making a statement telling them that they never voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, why would the government favor them? So if you don't vote for a government, that government should not favor you. That is not how politics works. In a country where by politics works, what happens is that immediately a particular opponent wins in that election. What happens is the other person, they merge together again in order to build up their government. Go to America. Nigeria copied virtually American system, American constitution, and the kind of American democracy. That's why we are running a capitalist government here. Just like the Americans. It's not communalism, it's not any other government. Democracy. So now, why will the focus be on Ndi Igbo alone? Is it only Ndi Igbo that did not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that did not vote for the APC government, for the incoming government? No. In other states, go to Borno State, Benue, even Benue Makode, they voted all for Peter Obi. Now, why should Ndi Igbo now be the victim in comments and actions and the rest of them? So I think if the coalition of Northern Group are making their statement, if they are kicking against the call of releasing Nnamdi Kanu, which Ohanes and Igbo has requested for, and let them just make their comments straight and not attacking the Igbos whether they voted for Tinubu or not. This is an inciting statement. It's a kind of inciting the incoming government not to pay attention to the Igbo side. is inappropriate. That particular comment is inappropriate, is uncalled for. I don't see any reason for the coalition of the Hausa group to be making such a comment. Let me wind down the curtain here. Remember, if this is your first time of joining us on this channel, just hit the subscription button, the like button, share button, and also remember to on the notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We will get them. Alright, God bless you for listening. Thank you so much, my people.